This is what happens after a bad day of solo queue.
Hey guys, it's Voyboy. If you don't know me, I've been playing League of Legends as a pro player since season 1, a streamer for the last
He's a
5
streamer!
years. League of Legends has basically been my life for the last decade. It's been what I think about all the time, play all day, make content with, play in pro matches. Like I've been live, breathe.
I hear you, boy.
Thinking annoyed them or whatever, even regardless of a reason. And this has just been getting worse and worse and worse every year. And I think there's a lot of reasons a lot of factors that have contributed to this over time. But speaking from my personal experience,
like everyone knows like community is toxic, but why? Why nobody fucking asks? I hope he mentions that.
When everyone sees this, everyone that's watching the stream, everyone in the game, everyone's affected by this.
Yeah. Riot is, I mean, from the statement from Merl, like versus the Dominate when that drama hit, like Riot is clear on their position that they don't give a fuck about streamers. You're making your career off of a free game, so they generally don't take care of their streamers and they don't give a fuck whether they have a good or bad experience, which is a stupid idea in the long term, because more and more streamers are getting alienated and feeling frustrated and not feeling like they're getting any benefits or supports by representing the game, because you gotta represent your games carefully. Like look at like how PUBG used to do, like giving custom skins for Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, stuff like that. That is a genius idea. If something like that existed in League, like I proposed that like a while back. Imagine you did Riot summoned like one player who is like a representative of a certain champ, and then work with them either on like some special, like a minor tribute to them. You can also go as far as to making custom skins with like shared revenue, as like PUBG did, like minimal, like 0.5% shared revenue or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just show support to streamers. Streamers will be eternally grateful, and the public would just see much happier streamers and much more positive streamers. Okay, and that's definitely like a good thing that they can do, because it's not like you can say the argument, oh, they're keeping the integrity of skins, they don't want to spam skins. Yeah, my fucking ass. They're spamming skins, like they're shitting them. They're it's like a violent diarrhea, ferocious diarrhea of skins every fucking patch, and they're all more and more like shiny. Okay, so there's no skin integrity. Let's be real.
From my experiences and a lot of other streamers, like the last 5 months, where people are doing this in our games and there's no punishment. There's no point of view in reporting.
Yeah, we're getting into reasons. Like we all know the community is toxic, but he's finally getting into reasons, and the reasons why is like negligence from Riot Games, obviously. Like if you don't punish people not doing stuff, they're gonna start probing and poking and see how far they can go without getting punished. If the punishments are lacking, they're gonna go like type N in the chat, type I in the chat, type G in the chat, you know? You get how it works. People like to poke and probe, and like that's a minor fucking offense. And that one maybe gets solved eventually, but they just, because automated fucking systems are getting good, like regex, and like if you use regex regular expressions in coding, you can easily weed out such sentences and just ban people automatically. But Riot doesn't care about soft hinting, because you can so easily soft int. You can so easily soft int without getting without attracting any attention. Like people know how to avoid it. Never type anything. You just die, never admit that you want to lose, and you're scot-free, dude. And that's just one of the reasons. One of the reasons. There are reasons that, like, in terms of game, like, the way the game is evolving. The game is evolving in such a shit show that it's not like a better team wins, it's a team with the one worst player loses, because he's gonna make infinite mistakes. I did propose a system a while back, but Riot has no interest in doing that. Which is, all you gotta do is re-enable Tribunal. Re-enable Tribunal, and let people access it only if they have Honor 4 plus. That's it. And if they do well, if they guess correctly most of the time, they continue to get their license and get real benefits instead of fucking 2 key fragments. That's all you gotta do. Community dictates community. It doesn't get better than that. Also, a second change that fixes more into like in-depth mistakes, which are in-game mistakes, which are developers' mistakes, because they can't balance 150 champions, let's be real. Add 2 bans for solo queue. Leave competitive as it is, because it's competitive. People will abuse what's marginally broken anyway, always. And they are looking for those advantages. That is the gist of the draft. But solo queue, you shouldn't be punished by draft too much in solo queue, okay? So all you gotta do is enable 2 bans per player in solo queue. Yeah, 20 bans. A lot of them will overlap. On average, you get like, I don't know, 13. And then all you gotta do after that is just put a little bit of a database server that keeps track on how many which champ got banned how many times. And you can also stack bans. If one champion got banned twice per lobby, you can have like 150% ban rate, let's say. And you do that. And again, as I said, community dictates community. Community dictates game in this case. So community will tell you which champions are unhealthy to play against, which champions are broken. Because community fucking knows, okay? Community knows which champion need to be removed. And like all Riot had to do is like which champions bubble up to the surface, they just have to like shave them off. Add tiny nerfs to champions that get permanently banned. That's it. You fix the game.
Nice kill.
And at the same time you fix the community because less people are toxic with Tribunal. Boom. In those 2 simple moves, you fix the game by 15% across like 2 months. Games are enjoyable by 15% more, which is a huge amount. And that's a like pessimistic, realistic prediction.
Type a bad word unless you actually type something where an automated filter catches
Yeah, but this
you,
is just summary.
say a
Like
bigoted
everyone
word
knows
or being
this
offensive,
shit.
You're not going to get in trouble. 99.9% people
Love
that
you,
have
Ace.
briefed my games this season, I've played with them again. I've seen them again. They never get banned. I see them on their accounts playing games. Like, it's so trolled that people...
I guess
have
this
no
video just got impact because he's just a Voyboy. Because he's usually positive, very positive about Riot. So if he's turning, then it got big, like, response. But he's not saying anything, like, groundbreaking. He's not even proposing many solutions. He's just surmising this shit. And I say all of this, like, in one stream, basically.
a bad state and people are just running rampant and terrorizing and holding games hostage.
They don't care
all
about the
time,
image.
Then how does the average player feel? How does the
Yeah, Riot Games doesn't care about the image. All they have to do is like if you're so lazy that you can't clean up the community, that you can't play smart, that you don't want to invest resources to clean up the community, because let's be real, it does take a lot of resources to revamp the system and clear up the community. But there's a shortcut, okay? Give special treatment to big streamers. I'm not saying me. I'm like 100 viewer Andy. Well, nowadays 200, so actually we did reach 3. But still, like, it's irrelevant. Just go, like, this is the lazy way. Hire 3 guys who are gonna watch big streamers. Their job is to watch streamers, okay? Watch Tyler 1, because 40,000 viewers is a lot, okay? 40,000 viewers is a lot. And the game getting bad rep every fucking time because players are not getting banned. If Tyler 1 reports someone and he really trolled him and he gets that feedback in like matter of minutes, the community is like, it sets a precedent and everyone thinks, oh shit, reports do something. Like, how many of you guys don't even report ever? Because you know it's useless unless they wrote the N-word or some homophobic slur. Like, you know they're not gonna get banned. Let's be real. Nobody fucking does that. But if soft inters get banned, like at least fucking week suspensions, it's good enough that creates like this positive feedback loop where those 40,000 viewers witness that guy getting banned. And then they tell their friends, oh, don't do that shit. You're gonna get banned. Dude, I know you care about that account. Don't get banned. Don't do it. It's I've seen it happen. It happens. Like, you can easily do that. That's the lazy way. Just cover the top 10 streamers in the League of Legends category. Just watch them. That's it. Hire fucking 10 guys. I'll do that. Fuck. Give me $4 an hour. I'll watch streamers and do that. There's mods where gonna do it for free, provided it's a girl streamer. You know. and they get the OnlyFans. But come on, dude, like, it's so easy. It's so easy. They're just showing like lack of respect and care for the community. They're so out of touch.
I just feel like if no one says anything, if I don't say anything, if I don't try to use my platform to at least vocalize these concerns, you know, how much longer? Like, do we have to deal with whole season 10
forever
of this behavior,
until people
of Riot staying silent, of people
until
saying, well,
people like me boycott buying Riot points? Because that's where it fucking hurts. Like, I haven't bought Riot. I did for Zed skin, let's be real. I said I want until the vel'koz skin. But like, I used to give money to this game back when I believed in it. I bought RP in like season 5, 6. I cared. Like I don't mind paying like a fucking monthly tax. I'll buy $20 of RP every month, every week. If you guys are gonna stick to your end of the bargain and clean up the community and do the changes the community wants, do the changes that make sense in terms of fixing the community.
Ranked, if they're inting games, if they're soft griefing, like if you don't want to ban their accounts, if you don't want to lose that clientele, just take them out of solo queue for, you know, a month, X amount of time, so at least they can't ruin further games. Like, there has to be something that can be done. There has to be some sort of
decent
saving
solution
grace for the players, for the streamers, for the people like myself that, you know, just want to see League thrive and want it to be successful, taking games hostage and completely ruining experience for everyone else in the game, everyone else watching the streams and playing, you know, at all levels of play, all this stuff. So that's all we're asking, man.
Yeah, this is exactly
Riot,
why. This is exactly why this became a big deal. But it should. There has to be a breaking point where someone like Voyboy, a big streamer, a positive player in general, says something like this, and it says it's enough. But yeah, I gave you 2 solutions that are gonna fix the game like super fucking quickly. I know, there's just a lot of ways. Riot just doesn't seem interested. I don't feel like they're even listening. I don't feel like they're even feeling out to get the opinions, to get these plans in motion. I feel like they're so out of touch and they think everything is good. They're scared to reduce player numbers by banning others. Yeah, but that's a short-term play. That's what I said earlier. It's a mismatch of what you want. If you're trying to milk the game in the short term, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna ignore the problems, milk the game as much as you can, and just let it fucking collect dust. Or you can realize by doing that you're gonna fix the game in like a span of 3 to 5 years. It's gonna be much better in 5 years off. And then your revenue from like 2024 is going to be much better than it usually would have been. Okay? Not to mention how it affects other brands. But like you can say they have Valorant now, they don't care. It also affects Valorant because it's the same reputation, same fucking company, like same merch store, same, like they're making so much money. Also, there's a potential, like when they're building multiple games, like the fighting game comes out, esports, Valorant esports, League esports. Riot can literally create a RiotCon, a festival that lasts 3 to 5 days with a bunch of tournaments in different games, all produced by them, selling plushies, whatever, milking so much money. That would be bigger than QuakeCon. They could surpass like E3, like then VidCon, all that crap. They can do whatever they want, dude. They have like an unstoppable platform. But once the faith in company fails, all of their games suffer.